B98.5, morning.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good.
Is this Phil?
Yep.
Good
Hey, Phil.
morning. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
We're good. You sound nervous.
No, I'm good.
Good. He's good.
It's early. You guys got all this snow down there? What kind of snow you got in New York?
We got a decent amount of snow. We
No.
probably got like a little less than a foot here.
Oh, yeah. We got a little more than 2 feet here.
We've got 2 that just came in overnight.
Oh, all right.
We're in a blizzard right now.
All right, so we're going to talk about her 1-year anniversary of the operation, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is, all right.
But before we do that, maybe, before we get into my procedure, if Phil could maybe, for the listeners, tell them exactly what Chiari is.
Yes,
because
exactly.
People don't believe me when I tell them I was losing my mind.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's okay. So the easiest way to explain it is that there's a hole in the base of the skull that connects the spinal cord to the brain. And a part of the brain is actually going through that hole and pressing another part of the brain. So
And that
that's the
causes-
easiest way to explain it.
And that causes all kind of problems, headaches, blah, 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 and things like that.
Can you tell him it is painful?
It hurts.
I believe it.
Thank you.
I believe it. have you had this, Phil?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Lucky enough.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He can just tell.
You just helped Dr. Bolognese with the operations and stuff, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've been having this conversation back and forth all morning long.
Oh, gosh, Phil, hang on.
When your brain is sticking out like that, can you touch the brain with your finger?
Not you personally. I thought...
The doctor, not me, of course, no. Not
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, once we get to the brain, you can see it, you can poke it. You just don't want to. So
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, is that really not good to poke the brain like that?
typically, when you poke the brain, it's not a good thing. But in this case, we actually burn that part of the brain. So
Oh, okay.
Gone.
So that's even better. Yeah, all right.
It's gone.
Okay, so does the brain actually look like cauliflower, like it shows on a lot of pictures?
Yeah.
No kidding.
It's
Wow.
got these little ridges and ripples. Kind of looks like, a
Because
bag
that's
of chips.
where the whole question came from. We're like, geez, I wonder what the brain feels like.
Yeah.
And we were going to ask you that. And then Randy said, they don't touch the brain. They can't touch it. I'm like, they have to touch it.
Well, I don't think you can pet it like a dog or anything, can you?
Probably not.
Really?
It actually has a consistency of like tofu. So the next time you go and eat vegan food, you can poke that a little bit. And
that's what
Okay.
it feels like? Ah.
Nice.
So I take it you've had your hand in a lot of people's brains then.
a decent amount, yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
All right, so now her operation is going to be a year coming up Friday. Yeah,
today.
So,
Yes.
so what the procedure of doing this? How do you assist the doctor? How does it all work out?
Yeah, so I help set everything up. I help, position the patient. I'm pretty much with the doctor the whole time. So her surgery was like an 8-hour surgery, so we're just kind of standing there hanging out for the whole length of time.
Oh, okay. When you positioned her, she had to lay flat on her belly. Is that what it was?
Yep,
And then they worked on the back part of the head.
correct.
I thought it was more like face down, butt up.
No, that's for other things.
Oh, other things. We won't go into those, Phil.
That
We're
could
on
be
the
for
radio.
Many other things. Yes, exactly. What now? When you said you burned because I guess that there's some things sticking down from the brain that aren't supposed to be there. Is that right at the base of the brain?
Yeah, there's some arteries and veins and stuff you don't want to poke because that could kill them. So
And what do you
Thank
burn
you for
that? How do
that.
you burn that? What do you burn that with?
it's with something called the bipolar. What it does is it heats up water that's injected around the area, and then it just kind of cooks the tissue.
Just cook.
Oh, okay. So it's not like fried with a laser or anything like that. It just
No.
is that tissue then gone, or does it have to be removed from where it was?
So we burn it, we cut it, and we sew it. So
Burn it, cut it, and sew it.
there you go.
Amen.
All right.
Done with that.
And then all of a sudden, she's back in Maine and
I
feeling
did-
better.
Back in Maine, I was on the phone with you 8 hours later from ICU. Did
Yeah,
you
you
hear
were.
that, Phil?
Yeah, but she was really loopy.
I was great.
Yeah.
I've done awesome. So,
How many of these type operations do you guys go through in just say a month?
In a month, probably like 8 to 12.
Wow,
that's a lot. I'm telling you, it's coming out of the woodwork.
That is a lot.
Since
yeah.
I've been sharing my personal story, at least 3 people that I know of have traveled to New York and are getting ready or have already undergone the same procedure. But even that, when I did the Conquer Chiari Walk Across America, 130 people, 9 teams came out, and they're like, we thought we were alone in this.
Wow.
And
wow.
it's really sad.
Now, this obviously, I mean, there's a certain diagnosis of this Chiari malformation, but before this all really came to light, been misdiagnosed for something else?
Typically it gets misdiagnosed as migraines, headaches, fibromyalgia, because there's a lot of pain everywhere. Just other common things, and 5 years later, someone decides to get some imaging of the brain, and then you could see it.
Or
so
15.
That's how you really tell.
Mine was 15 years. I
Yours
was too
was 15.
busy. I was too busy being a parent.
So that's how you really tell, the imaging of the brain, and then you can actually see the Chiari Malformation in there.
Correct.
Oh, that's very interesting. Because, ever since Sarah said that, there's a lot of people that have done it or had it done, but nobody even knew.
It's everywhere.
Until, it is everywhere.
It's like an epidemic.
Now, is this because all of a sudden it's something that's really coming out of the woodwork, and a lot of people are thinking, do you think a lot of people are thinking they have it when they really don't?
Probably not so much. It's pretty easy to tell once you get the scan.
Oh, okay.
I think the big thing is that a lot of people are now ordering MRIs versus, 15, 20 years ago, there's no real reason to order an MRI. So someone comes in, they have a headache, they tell you it's been going on for a while, you get an MRI, and that's going to show it.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. One more question. What kind of music you guys listen to while this operation is going on?
Usually we try to stick to some 80s music, some rock. I prefer some Justin Bieber, but...
Justin Bieber? You did not... That's why I'm poisoned. I'm like, power of suggestion. I came out like Bieber.
That music was going through your body. You didn't even know it.
I have to tell you, though, and I emailed Phil this, but... Any surgery I've ever had, this was the biggest one, but I've had my gallbladder out, I've had my tonsils. I've always been so scared going into the OR. But Phil made it fun. It was a party. Like, I don't know, maybe it was my meds, but I remember going into the OR and he was dancing and the music's on. He's like, hey, how you doing?
Hey,
and
that's cool.
It was
the
most relaxed environment I had ever been in.
That's the way to go.
I think.
I'm
or
sure
it was
you
the
probably
meds.
do that with a lot of patients just because that's a big operation. That is a major operation, this Chiari Malformation.
It's okay. It's like a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Pretty big operation.
Yeah, we try to keep everyone relaxed, so that creates a nice, cool atmosphere. Versus everyone goes in, they're all stressed out.
Right.
Then it's no good. So
no, it was
yeah,
awesome.
that's very true. All right, Phil. Hey, man, we appreciate you talking to us,
you.
taking the time out of your busy schedule.